right. Insider info right here on stream. Hope those other teams are watching. Get ready with your Viper anti-strats. And as we say that, will be Alderia, Jake, thank you so much for the analyst desk. Unless if there's anything you want to say, predictions real quick, rapid fire from Wilby and Alderia and Jake.
Right, I'll take that real quick. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm going to say the opposite. I think Casual's going to take this, but it looks like Kaloy is hovering Viper, so it's anybody's game. Jake?
I'm just looking forward to another nice competitive match. Hope it goes well.
Alderia?
Oh, the diplomat. All right, Alderia.
Personally, I gotta go with Casuals here. After what I saw, they look very confident on Icebox. But hey, I've always been a man to root for the underdog, so I'll play devil's advocate here and root for somebody.
Right, and there we have it. So we have essentially a 1-to-1 right now, and then Ian, Wes, we'll get your what are you guys? What are your?
Oh, sure. Well, I have to predict Casuals. I think they're in great form right now. I think, to take out mostly Harmless, especially on T side, I was really impressed with Casuals. Now they're starting on the defenders, but even so, I got to predict them right now. They're looking in really fine form.
Yeah, I think the same. I think the one kind of thing that Buddy might have going for them is that they just watched Casuals play, so they might have a lot of insight. But I do think Casuals is going to take this. They seem really on to.
Looks like I'm standing alone.
Alderia is gonna win. He's got a lot riding on this one, chat. You better.
Hopefully not any money.
If I win this, though, I get a lot of money. Isn't that how betting
Exactly.
works?
Yeah. Well, channel points maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, we'll leave it at that then. Wes, Ian, have fun, and we'll see you after the game.
All right. Thank you so much, Ian, for joining us after taking a pretty nail-biting loss there on Icebox. Great match to watch, but I appreciate you gifting some of your time here to the broadcast, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts on this match.
Absolutely. I see right now some type of summoning ritual going on. So.
All right, we'll see what kind of god will descend upon Icebox after this ritual is complete. Who knows? I guess only time will tell, but I like that from Sup Buddy, who are starting on the attacker's side here. And they're going to walk up towards B. Seeing an approach here that, looks pretty focused towards B. There actually is one lurker who now has walked over, but aggression is coming up mid now, and this flank is coming in really quickly. Those B defenders have got to move fast. Here's N1. Wall comes up. Here we go. They are going to be able to get into the site, and it's still a pretty passive hold from the defenders over here. They do manage to get that bomb down, but they do take one down for it. Flank comes in. Here, we'll see if they can manage to grab anything with it, as Raw as well as getting aggressive here. But the defuse is getting stuck. There we go. B-Boy just finds it. Great work there. And I like the focused hit, but yeah, just good job by Casuals there to get control right back.
Really good play from Paige there to hold the wall for the retake. I think it makes a big difference on B like that. We have first-hand experience with that from our last round there. So yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a sorry we didn't give you a trigger warning there before that round. But yeah, and by the way, we're calling this player B-Boy just to get that out of the way.
Okay,
B-Boy is the shorthand for that one. Yeah. Thanks I appreciate that. You saw it ahead of time, but yeah, B-Boy is our shorthand for that one. It's pretty smooth. It's a name that rolls off the tongue. All good. But now, a bit more of a passive approach, although B-Boy does grab an early kill.
Saw some aggression come mid there.
Trades back and forth with B-Boy. More kills coming up. Oh, that's a really great play coming up from B-Boy with aggression up mid and N1 as well.
Yeah, I think it just caught Sup Buddy off guard. I didn't think they expected aggression that early on, and they were on a full save, so sometimes you just take those fights. And
yeah, you mentioned this map was pretty A-focused, and that's definitely the kind of thing we've been seeing. But you know, does it benefit casuals if maybe they feel a little more comfortable in this matchup to try a little bit more B once they get over to the attacking side, just kind of get some practice on it, or do you think they've just got to get those rounds in?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of depends on how the Sup Buddy team wants to play towards B. Some teams like to play full retake on it, and it makes it pretty difficult to really
Right.
practice a ton, because then you're just basically holding the site. So
Of course, end up playing defense when you're on offense. But we do see kills coming in early. It's a 4 versus 4, or 4 versus 3 now as the trades come in. So this benefits them. But B-Boy once again has a very important position here up in the nest. See if he can grab this pick coming around. The plant is coming through, but B-Boy's going to be able to spam this. Nope, wall comes up. Great work there to get the plant down, but we're back to a 3 versus 3.
yeah, and I think this is pretty favored towards casuals here. They've got a pretty good retake setup with Jet sitting back, has some good vision, got that op in hand. They know where pretty much all of Sup Buddy is playing, so
See if they can take advantage of that situation they have. And there we go. Opening up already is Ryan on the op, but it's traded away. So that's definitely important to get that op. But there we go. They spam through the wall. Good job by Drazo to get that one. And now it looks like Sup Buddy might turn the tides here. It's just a 2v1. That spike is too far gone, Ian. It
Yeah,
looks like
he's
it's
gonna be
going to be the
running, yeah.
win for the attacker's side.
Yeah,
So finally,
great.
Sup Buddy are on the board.
yeah, absolutely. Great round from Drazo there. Basically put his team on his back, and he had the 2 entries on the aggression, and then was able to kill the planter, or the diffuser as well on the bomb there. Huge
Yeah.
round from him.
Well, and, you know, he ended up getting Hunter's Fury off those 2 kills as well. So even if some
That
sort
was
of
very early. Yeah.
stick would have gone through. Yeah, 5 frags already for Drazo, and Hunter's Fury available already. Really, really valuable for the attacker side for Sova. So we'll see if they try to force a plant here and use that.
You see an op on Jet again this round, so that could be the difference maker.
B-Boy on the Bucky as well. A couple of changes came through to the Bucky. What do you think? You like the
I think
Bucky?
it's still good. I think it's in a way better place now. It's not a sniper rifle
Yeah.
anymore. It's,
Yeah,
it's an
I have
actual
to agree.
shotgun. So I think it's
Well, Let's see if B-Boy can use it to its fullest extent. Resurrection is available as well. So B-Boy looking for some sort of play here up at the front of Tube.
yeah, and he's
but
holding
like you
onto his
said-
wall too. So
Yeah.
if he gets 1 kill here, he can wall himself off and get out of there. So it's a good position to be in with a shotgun.
Yeah, and now he's going to come out and actually find a wide open space. That's a lot of info, but the A-hit is on. We'll see if Delphiki can do something here. No, Casuals get a couple of kills entering in. They already were able to get those kills through mid, and they hit from A main as well. Issa finally grabs one, but Raw going to trade. It's a tough spot here for the defenders. Drazo continuing to be a star player here over on the side of Sup Buddy. Aloy.
You have the res
Aloy
on
finds
Sage,
one
too.
more. Exactly. The res is up, so they can bring this to even numbers. Not anymore, though.
Oh no, yeah.
There's the res coming in for both. This is going to be one here for the Sage. Oh no, there isn't a body there, actually. But still, no spike plant. Finally, it starts to come through. Here's the spam through. Wall is broken. We're all going to try to come around. It's a 2 versus 4 here, and Ryan has already made it into a 1 versus 4 as Kaloy has everything to do now. Doesn't even manage to get the first as a double peek coming through, and B-Boy finds the last. So yeah, just a nice retake there from
Yeah, very
Casuals. I like the approach going through mid like that, but they just don't manage to hold on to the bomb site.
That was a very clean round from them. They played retake and pretty much exactly how you want to there. So, and I think it was a little unlucky for the Sage on Sup Buddy. I think Chloe was trying to get that res off on the guy that died top
Right.
but just couldn't actually reach it. So
Yeah.
ended up spending a lot of time for pretty much no reward. So great round from Casuals there though.
Yeah, and especially in that kind of a situation, you really do want to use every second to at least get info or something. But yeah, they just sort of floundered around behind the wall for a lot of that round, so a little unlucky there, like you say. 3-1 now the score, as Casuals continuing to look strong on Icebox today. Issa is pushed back there and walks out with the classic into another hail of bullets. Oh, that comes in from Ryan to just put the exclamation point as the rest of the Casuals squad just flood into the spawn. B-Boy is probably going to end up finding this one onto Kaloy, who's just shaking in his boots in the smoke.
Oh,
Oh, hey,
there we
Kaloy
go.
does recover at least one headshot there. So not a flawless round, but nice work by Ryan there. Nice little collat for the highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly. You always like to see those as an offer. You know, you think you get one kill and you see that extra one on the kill feed, and
Oh, man. That's some
Can't help but smile.
endorphins for you.
yeah, exactly.
For sure. So now we've got 4-1 here, and I believe that was a save. Yeah, it was. So
It
now
was,
it's
yeah,
going to be
full
another
save
gun round here for side of Sup Buddy.
Yeah, and you do have knives on both jets too, so I'm curious to see if they try and get aggressive at all, and then use the res to maybe res her up. She does have an op on the attacker side as well, so.
Yeah, and that's the question, right? When you have the res available. Oh, actually, a great shot by Swaska
shot,
taking
yeah,
out
he's-
Issa
he's-
early.
He's really on today.
Really, really good. Yeah, yeah, it was.
Res does come
having-
in though. Body's in a safe spot too. Some good aggression from B-boy mid there
Exactly.
to punish the regroup.
Ooh, actually, that Omen ult got a lot of info there.
It
Saw
did, yeah.
multiple players coming up, so that's definitely good use of that. But Ryan is once again looking to teach Jet this lesson a second time. We'll see if he can do that. But N1 and Raw are the ones who open up over in mid. Finally traded. Boss just so dangerous today, like you said. Really, really strong on that Sova. One.
Off angle up, they catch the jet.
Does catch it. And yeah, Issa actually does get a little time to take one shot, but misses it. So now it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Near did get the plant down, though. And so now goes for a peek, but very low HP there. Swass dispatching that without too much trouble. Defuse 5-1 here for casuals on Icebox. And yeah, it's just a really good map for them. I wonder if Sup Buddy really wanted to play Icebox, or if they didn't see the last match. Because after with the dominance that Mostly Harmless have had, and seeing casuals take you down on Icebox, if I'm seeing that, I'm like, I don't care what map, just not Icebox.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Maybe they were just feeling really confident, seeing how they played the last map, and figured, hey, we can beat them if we play it this way.
Yes.
But so far, not having a lot of luck, so they might want to reevaluate their game plan a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if they do so. They are back on a save here.
Yeah, a little half buy coming in. Still have the knives on Jet, so we might see those this round. It looks like we are going to.
Yep, there we go. We'll see if they do indeed get out of Issa's way. Pushes up farther, and there's already a good pick
Yeah, that's a
there
nice
coming
pick.
in at mid from the Omen. So that's going to be a 5 versus 4 already, and B is the plan here currently. Issa needs to find something with this. Definitely does rely a lot on the blade since you pulled them out. There we go. Does get one. A nice little angle found there, and Jet's going for more. Playing aggressive. N1 does find the showstopper kill. But Issa continuing, and that actually Drazo managed to find a shock dart
Nice
frag
little
there
shock
as well.
dart on him, yeah.
There we
Ooh,
go.
nice.
Great shot by Issa as well on the headshot there. So now it does look like they are going to manage to find that thrifty round here. So that was a very important one, honestly, getting an eco round in this situation when you're this many rounds down.
Absolutely.
Sup Buddy are in a way better spot now.
Yeah, and you can see with Issa and how he was playing this round, he's starting to feel it. So I think that's going to be a big difference maker for them going forward. If you can keep that kind of aggression up and that kind of play, I think you really want your Jet to be the aggressor a lot of the time, especially on a map like this that's pretty open and there's a lot of room for her.
Is there enough time? Issa might lose this op.
He's
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 kinda-
it's kind of a little close, but I think he'll be okay.
There we go. Had to run out into mid instead. I think he was just kind of trying to avoid this angle.
Yeah.
But Swass actually picks up Drazo, so they're going to get a great eco situation here. They still are, Casual still able to buy, but taking all those guns out of their hands and, critically recovering them, really good for the eco. And like you say, definitely Jet. As a Jet player, you've got to be willing to take matters into your own hands sometimes. That's exactly what Issa did that round.
Looks like they're still trying to keep that default towards A, though they have had a lot of success on B, so I'm curious to see if they go. Yeah, it looks like they're shifting towards B on the side of Sup Buddy this round. They do need to worry about those mid-aggressive plays that we've seen. I think they've been caught off guard a couple times from it.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it is coming through this time, though maybe a little bit late. They are coming. Issa for another shot, doesn't find that one. So, like you said, A focus default, and they are just kind of waiting for those pushes. This time they're really ready for it. In fact,
Yeah.
that's all they're doing is preparing for a mid aggression. And looks like they might try their hand at mid, but B-Boy's got a very sneaky little spot here. It's they might not check this, and B-Boy wisely doesn't take the shot. B-Boy's going to know
Yeah, they might go
exactly where they
straight
are,
to
and this is
kitchen,
so
though, yeah.
interesting.
This is this is a little chips passing in the night moment. They're going through kitchen, it looks like.
Exactly.
Stage makes a lot of sound there, so B-Boy still has all of the info in the world here.
Exactly. True. And now we'll see what B-Boy decides to do with it. Yeah, they're so close to each other. Just one little peek. And actually, B-Boy,
Ooh.
even with all the sneakiness in the world, still gets taken down by the enemy Sage. And so a 4 versus 4 situation here. But you can see how much kind of map control has been gained by the defenders.
Yeah, they're just running back to A after killing that, but they don't realize Raw's here, too.
Oh, no. Ra coming in. Ra gets a headshot, drops the bomb. There's another one as well. Ra has completely shut this round down, and a third just for the
What a
cherry
beast.
on top. Will he get the fourth? No, Issa finds it.
This is gonna
But of
drop
course,
him, but-
the round is over. Seconds left, and Ryan trades.
Yeah, they didn't realize that was that mid aggression that I was talking about early on. They had the timing on the Sage, and then as soon as they killed her, they didn't realize that Raw would also be backing her up.
Yep.
And he got the sound info there, called the rotation, and was able to just annihilate them crossing.
Exactly. And yeah, you know, you mentioned the mid aggression, and this time, like, it had been happening early in the round. This time it sucks to kind of fall to that, right? Because you're
Yeah.
like, okay, so
Especially
we know
after
it's
you
not
get the
mid aggression
kill,
this
yeah.
time, and then they do it way late in the round, and it still gets you, even though you kind of planned for it. Got to be frustrating, and so somebody got to come back from that one. Ryan looking for the shot here, and there we go. Does find it, and yeah, Delphiki, it definitely isn't going to be surviving any kind of peak like that if Ryan's watching, so you probably want to look for something more than just a dry peak in that situation in the future. They are at 5 versus 3 here. Strazo, who was looking so good in the early rounds, has been kind of quiet lately.
He's it's not really his job to step up and like frag
Sure.
out. So doing that early on, you can't ask for more than that from a Sova player. So he's a lot of the time going to be in his drone, lining up arrows, getting some shock darts out. So it's it's kind of hard for him to frag out as a Sova, but he has been a little quiet the last couple of rounds, so could see a little bit more out of him.
There's a reason that I don't believe we've had a single game without 2 Sovas in it the entire league so far.
Yeah,
it's just that important of an agent in terms of info.
Oh,
Right,
nice kill
denial.
from Issa there.
Issa grabs a good shot there, yeah, and takes down the enemy Sova. We'll see if
This
Issa
round's
can find
winnable now.
more. Yep, definitely. There's Ra. Ooh, Issa needed that one, and it was very close, but here comes Ryan to finish it off, and the
Yeah.
BM knives at the end. Just for emphasis, I guess. 4 players, and like you said, it looked winnable, but then suddenly Casuals just completely opened up.
Yeah, it was a good retake. They had really good timing on their flank there. It made it really hectic for the guys in sight. They had to decide if they were going to help the flank or take the fight inside. And when you're caught in a situation like that and you have that moment of hesitation, you just get pinched on really. Good aggression from Casuals there. They didn't hesitate on the retake at all. As soon as that flank from Raw made contact, they pressured into sight and they were able to trade the kills really nicely.
Now 7-2, and we have a save again, but last time
Double op coming out.
they were on a save. Like you say, defenders going with the double op. Last time there was a save round, though, for somebody. They actually took it. Kaloy this time getting picked off early, and yet they didn't expect that op on that
No,
peak
especially
there
not when
and
you
won.
see them towards A pretty much the whole round.
Exactly. So nice use of a switch up of the buy. But once again, Near finds an early kill in an eco round. This
Yeah,
Frenzy
he's-
is doing a lot of work.
He's
He gets all
making
the way
it
up
really
too.
work here for sure.
For Ryan, expecting this, and here is the res as well coming in. They know the position there, but Ryan is in an unusual op spot. And, okay, there we go. Near finds another one. And, oh, Ryan doesn't get the
Ryan
timing.
as well,
20
yeah.
HP remaining here. Near is just creating absolute havoc in the backlines, and they do manage to get control of a bomb site here. And it's A that they are planting on, I believe. And so now that's going to be... that's
Oh,
they
good
kind
timing
of
for
pulled a
Near
pretty
again.
nice fake. Yeah, Near is just totally destroying their setup right now. Hunter's Fury going to come up,
Yeah,
but that's
you can
going
tell
kind of
they're really
wild.
worried about him. No real connection from the Hunter's Fury.
No, and one. Going to try to find something with the op. This isn't the round. This isn't the situation where you want two ops.
No, definitely
Going
not.
around these close corners in A side of Icebox, probably the worst weapon to have in some ways. And here we go. Drazo going for a couple of deagle kills. There we go. The Sheriff
What a
is in
round.
town. And amazing, the second eco that that they've won in a row. Both rounds they've been thrifty. It's almost as if they shouldn't be buying any guns.
Yeah, almost. You know, you sometimes have that thought, eh? Like when you win the 2 rounds on ecos, you're like,
Yep.
should we be buying rifles? But you know, a lot of it, I think, sometimes you see players get a little bit more comfortable taking
Sure.
fights that are risks.
Yep.
So
If
mean,
I
that's what you
die,
saw at
whatever,
Near,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what you saw at Near that round. He probably took a risk to get into tube there and was able to catch a good timing on someone that, you know, if you have a gun, you might not be willing to take that much of a risk doing.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's totally it. You know, it's sort of a mental trick for yourself, even if you don't know you're doing it. Something to consider, for sure. And yeah, you know, the mental game you mentioned earlier, you said something about like creating chaos for the defenders as you know, timing on the flanks and stuff. And I think it's just so important to try to put yourself in the right mental state in these rounds, you know, based on
sure.
what you're reacting to. It's such a huge part of these games.
See that B plant come in. It looks like 5 ults on Up Buddy's side here. So we do see that Hunter's Fury as well, which is great for the... Ooh, bomb planter gets killed though.
Delphiki goes down, and now they have a very tough spot because the rotations have come in. CSL has a total control of this spike at this point, actually. Now that we go over to B-Boy's view, it looks even more dire here. Near now holding on to the op, doesn't find the kill, and that's a great bit of aggression from B-Boy. Definitely got everything he needed out of that, even if he goes down. Now it's a 4 versus 3 situation here, and Casuals just have complete control of the spike. Here's the res. They're going to have to use this to bait something. But there's, oh no, N1 finding the showstopper kill. Only finds 1. But still, 4 versus 3 on the defense, and they just cannot get any ground. Issa gets 1, 3 versus 3.
3v3 now.
20 seconds left.
Alt on Omen. He might alt bomb to A.
And maybe Ryan is holding this unusual little spot in spawn, and Issa is not going to expect this whatsoever. Even a little trigger discipline from Ryan. Dashing away. No way! Issa finds the kill, and Ryan whiffing on the first shot and gets punished hard. That means the
Bomb goes
plant
down
can go
at
down
A
as
too.
well from Near on A. He did indeed ult over to the site. And now this round almost looks confirmed over on the side of Sup Buddy, who have completely bamboozled Casuals here. Ra is the only one remaining, and Near's gonna take him down. What a crazy turn of events there.
What a round. That is like the worst feeling when you're shooting a jet and she just dashes and you just
Yeah.
hope that you can track it properly. That was so unfortunate.
Man, and great work by Issa to react and spin
Yeah.
around for the kill, but like you say, yeah, it's a terrible feeling. You just can't, you gotta be a little tilted after that one. But yeah, good reaction time, great shot at the end, and Sup Buddy put another one on the board, so now it's going to be 7-4. And bring it up to 7-5 here. Attacking
Yeah.
side definitely, you know, is good for Casuals, but I think the Sup Buddy are feeling all right about their half if they get up to 5 rounds here.
Yeah, for sure. I think if they pick up this round, they're feeling pretty good, and they do get the trade onto B as well, so should be able to take this with a little bit of speed.
Yep, trying to get pretty fast. Speed was their problem last round with a heroic play kind of finding the save, but there's Delphiki getting traded by this time by Ra, who also takes a paranoia. And there's trades coming back from the op as well. These players just keep trading back and forth. Oh, that's a great find, though, by Issa to take down Ryan over there with the
Yeah,
op.
that's a
So now
big
it's a
kill in
2
this
versus
round.
1. Still
Bomb's gonna
going
go
for B.
down.
Oh no, B-Boy finds a wild spray, but Drazo is the one to complete the round. And like we said, 7-5, feeling all right for Sup Buddy. They are definitely going to be happy about that last round in particular. It looked pretty wild, you know, going back and forth with the
Yeah.
kills, just kind of everybody's just doing 1v1s all around. But
Yeah, it was very
Issa
chaotic,
finding the
but
last op.
they've got to be happy. Like they started off the half, you know, going into
5-1.
the match, they probably wouldn't want to end the half 7-5, but
Yep.
with how the half started, you're pretty happy now, and you know you got a little bit of momentum on your side. So I think this pistol round is going to be a big deal for them. I think if they can, you know, win this pistol round, they're gonna be feeling pretty happy, and they're gonna have the momentum in the match for sure. So
Yeah, I think Issa has definitely been picking it up as well.
Yeah,
You
he's been
mentioned, you know,
crucial for them.
definitely starting to feel himself. And I think Ryan also, you know, is definitely dangerous on the T side with Jet, but wasn't looking as sharp at the end of that half as he was, for instance, at the beginning of the half of the previous game. So you can see Ryan getting aggressive now. Looked so terrifying last game on this very position. And can he get one? Yes. Aggressive towards Issa. Grabs the right-click headshot. Delphiki finds a trade, though. But the spike is already down. And this is such... The speed with which they take this site is really, really nice, you know, off the back of Ryan just playing so forward.
yeah, using those jet smokes really, really well there to create space for himself and pressure and wrap on the site there, especially with that wall coming out.
Look at this. He continues to get aggressive. Does find one near on the Frenzy. This guy is like the best Frenzy player I've ever seen.
Honestly,
But,
he just
and
always
one.
gets frenzy kills.
There we go. And Kaloy is
going
going to take one down. Actually, this is a really close situation here. Kaloy goes for a plant. Has to avoid the grenade. Oh my god, what a great shot there at the end from Kaloy. And they do manage
gonna
to
be
find the pistol
close?
round. Will he get it though?
No.
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 I wasn't listening
Unfortunate.
properly to the bomb sound cues. And so close. What an effort from Kaloy. But it is the attackers to win in the end.
Yeah, and that was really just a great round from both teams. I think there wasn't a lot of mistakes made there. They just, you know, at the end of the day, didn't have enough time. Maybe if they pressured a little bit earlier, but it's really hard going into that sage wall when you're like trying to retake a site and you're down a man, because we saw there that, you know, Near managed to get 2 kills there. That's probably more than he should have got there. He probably just gets that first one, and that second one was a great kill from him. So good attempt from them, just not able to make it work.
Yeah, and yeah, you know, a great pistol round from them. They will go up to 8 and 5. Near trying to go aggressive again, but has to shoot the owl drone, unfortunately, so doesn't have any options after that. And look at how aggressive Ryan has gotten, but
Nice
doesn't check
position.
all the angles. Kaloy finds another one, gets a great headshot there to soften up the attackers, but they do find the bomb plant. And I was going to say about last round, you know, they mentioned not that many mistakes. If the attackers get the bomb down and nobody makes any mistakes, attackers are usually going to win. Here is
For sure.
the attackers winning once again, as Swass picks up the last 2 flankers. 9 to 5 here for Casuals. And they're looking pretty comfortable on attacking side, just like they did last game.
Yeah, they seem to be very comfortable being the aggressors. So I think we're going to see them probably go towards A. They have, you know, a low buy like with SMGs and stuff. So this is their bonus round. They're probably going to try and do similar to what they did in pistol round, get up close with those SMGs and get the frags.
Yeah, N1 this time leading the scoreboard, followed by B-Boy. All of Casuals, though, definitely contributing. You can see everybody's pretty close there in frags, which we always, you know, always bodes well, I in my opinion, for your team.
For sure.
Everybody kind of picking those up when they need to. Issa getting aggressive and just a little bit off on the crosshair placement there. Ryan finding the shoulder. So there's Ra as well opening up. Like you said, bonus round here. So this is a really important one. If they take this, we've already mentioned it on the stream, it's so good for your economy to win the bonus round.
Yeah, it's a
And-
really big deal. If you win this, it gives you like that kind of insurance that okay, we've got a lot of room to work with.
Fiki's got an important job right here, sending him back sight, but peeks out. N1 finds him, and the plant goes down in a 5 versus 2. And you've got to
This
save,
this
but
round is, yeah.
10 rounds, you know, it's only 3 away, and saving these guns, it's not a great feeling.
Player standing.
Especially with Near a little too aggressive there, trying to find exits. So
Nice
1,
shots.
2, great shots by Drazo so far. I think there's a third player getting close, and he gets spotted out. Drazo got hit there and was revealed by 1. Drazo gets another one, though.
Another
Really nice
one.
shooting from him. It's too late to win the round, but Drazo is doing his absolute best. Gets another one. Oh my god. Drazo almost
That's-
found all 5 at the end there, just kind of opening up at the last second.
Yeah, what a great round from him. And you know, we've seen a few rounds like that out of him where he just kills like 2 or 3 guys in a row, and it's pretty impressive. He's really got some good aim, so that was really impressive from him. Unfortunately, not enough to win the round. You know how it goes sometimes, though. But
Yep.
yeah, I think we're gonna see probably a force buy, a half buy coming out of, because they are running out of rounds. Like they're running out of runway here, so you're gonna have to see a little bit of some miracles, but they have been really good on their thrifties
Yeah.
so far, so they might be able to make this one work. Nice shock dart coming in.
Yeah, that's a big shock dart. Already going to slow them down a bit, but Ryan... Classic aggression. This time Drazo punishes. It's N1 who has to open up, but he does with flying colors literally there. N1 coming into the site with the showstopper and opens it wide up. It's just going to be so difficult to retake this. Here's Delphiki coming in, but trades are available now that the attackers have moved up in the site. It's Delphiki
This is a
now
2v2
trying
on
to grab
site.
one. Yeah. 1 versus 3 now, and Delphiki's got to find so much here. Heals up. Oh no,
Oh,
out of
no.
bullets and reloads just at the wrong time. Really unfortunate there, but it was a tough ask anyway for Delphiki. They get a little bit of damage, and Casuals will go up to 11-5.
Yeah, great round from Casuals there. They were able to kind of stabilize after that first kill on Jet. This is just one of those awkward, not looking at the right spot and shot on
Yep.
the side, but then a great play from N1 there to get in the back line with his satchels and his ult. It was a good use. Sometimes you're a little bit hesitant to use your ult on a round that you know they're like not full buying on. So
Yep.
it was good to see him just pop it right away and satchel in there and get those 2 kills.
Yep, I generally am of the opinion that you should use it, like that you just
For sure.
you should just like let's secure the round. You know, anything can
Exactly.
happen, especially if you've been losing to ecos. Just get it done, and N1 does exactly that. Near on a nice little spot up top, drops down now, and it's also Delphiki finding a kill. So B, it's kind of close for business at this point with those 2 kills. They don't know where Near could be, and the teleport's available. So 5 versus 3 already. This is great from Suppuddy.
Yeah, great start to the round, and that's what you want to see. Like, you know, if you're struggling here, getting into a 5v3 at the beginning of the round that early, you're really happy now. So this should hopefully take a little bit of pressure off Suppuddy, and they can just close this one out. But we have seen Casuals play really well today, so they might be able to bring it back with good aggression out of them. They do have both their duelists alive still and a Sova, so that's a lot of info they can get.
A lot of
Drazo
fragging power.
does
Here's
tag him.
Drazo. Does he find the kill with the Hunter's Fury? He does.
does.
Grabbing the edge on that one. And Drazo's going to bring it down to 5-2. That's exactly what we were just talking about, you know. Like, 5 versus 3, do we expend the ultimates? I say yes. Secure those kills. Make sure you just make sure that the round is won. And then you can move on instead of trying to save it for your crazy hype post-plant 1v4 clutch extravaganza 360 no-scope. I don't think that's necessary. N1 already finding a
lot of
nice
time
frag
here,
there.
though.
Yep, pretty much impossible to win the round, although he does look like he fancies it with getting onto the site here. Yeah,
His
Plant's
goal
gonna go
is,
down. It's
He
not
wants to
in
do
the
as much
default
damage
spot.
as possible here and just take some guns out of their hands. So that's a good plan from him. You know, not much you can do in a 1v5 like that. You get a kill, you get bombed down. That's pretty much all you can really hope for.
Get some money back. It's too, really, honestly, you were in too vulnerable a position to save potentially. So
Yeah.
getting a plant is definitely exactly the best you can hope for. They defused that, and there we go. Sup, buddy, finding a 6th. So they are competitive here in this match, but it's still Casuals. They are good on Icebox, we already know. And this time, it's Ryan on the bottom of the scoreboard. N1 has stepped up now. They're just taking turns at this point, being star players. I really like to see N1 being able to, you know, come in clutch if Ryan has a quiet game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you always like to see that on a team when, you know, one guy's struggling a little bit or not playing to his normal self, someone else can step up. That's the sign of a good team, and
Yep.
that's what they're doing right now.
Exactly. Tends to be something we often compliment you and the boys for as well. So good to see other teams taking that mantle up.
Looks like we're gonna see an A hit come in. They've had a lot of success, and they got shut down at B last round, so I think this is to be expected. And somebody should probably feel it coming too. So we'll see how they react.
Yeah, Drazo looking for info. Isn't going to find much. In fact, he doesn't see a single person, I don't think, with that owl drone. So this A hit might be a little unexpected here. Taking their
Yeah, we
time,
did
waiting for the
see-
perfect moment.
Near ults to get info, and he did, I think, spot a couple of them towards the back of A with his ult. So I think they should know that they're grouped out there.
They do see that they're grouped up, 3 on A, but they do still choose to work towards the site. Ryan once again aggressive. Ryan gets kind of a gift there with that kill, finding Issa just blindly through the smoke. But there is the trade. Here's Casuals coming in with more. Raw as well finding one over on the B site, actually. And that's going to be more kills coming in. B-Boy finally gets one. Near is completely alone, and I think you got to go for this. Does look for one, but B-Boy, with a really nice use of the Sage, takes him out, and that's going to be match point going over to Casuals.
Yeah, so pretty clinical T side or attacker side from Casuals here. They figured, hey, let's try B one round. They got kind of wiped there, so they said, okay, let's just go back to our bread and butter. We're gonna just do an A execute, use our abilities to gain space, gain control, and close out the round. So especially with this big of a lead, they can be, pretty happy to take any risk. So they're not too worried. I think you're feeling pretty good of your Casuals right now, and Stub Buddy's feeling it a little bit.
Yeah,
See
teams are
knives
going to
on
have to
Jet.
start taking a look at... Oh, actually, Raw. Never mind, I'll say that later, because Raw is up in an aggressive position, and the Hunter's Fury did go down. Already a pick comes in on the defenders, but a trade does come through for the Sage. So, are working their way up the map, and the Res comes up as well. Going to be in a 5v4 situation.
Jet spotted.
Raw saw Jet rotating, but didn't find any damage. Actually, did find some damage. This is down to
That's a bomb
65.
down mid.
So coming in, here's Near as well, following it up, and that is Issa finding the knife kill onto the Sage. So 3 versus 4 here. Defenders
It's gonna be a
favored.
fast A from Casuals. It looks like they're just gonna rotate now that they know mid pressure. They're gonna wait to see if they overextend a little bit.
Yeah, Casuals not making anything lightly here, not making any really decisive moves just yet. Aloy's got an interesting angle here. Might not expect this position, and another player goes down. We're in a 3v3. Ryan got aggressive there.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds on the clock, and Casuals yet to make a decision.
Spike
That
down.
kill's coming through, and there we go. Finally the kill coming in, but it's only Ryan left. Has to go find the spike and plant with 15 seconds. Ryan's in such a tough spot here.
He's gonna have to get really aggressive, get a kill, but it's gonna be too hard. Yeah, everyone's there. That was a great job from Drazo on site. He was alone and killed the planter. So as that res was going off mid, Drazo basically that kill essentially won them the round, because if Drazo goes down there while the plant's coming in, that's a really tough round for them to win since they're so out of position. So him winning that 1v1 on the planter on site was a really big deal there.
We've seen people try this jump multiple times today, and I don't think I've seen anyone hit it, at least
I think-
anyone who's been on stream. Did you hit it at all
I
in last game?
No, I think Swa hit it earlier in the half. I don't
Okay.
think Drazo has. I think earlier on we saw Swa hit.
There we
Oh,
go.
There
he
you go.
gets
Drazo
it.
did.
Hey,
There
nice
you go.
job, Drazo. Third time's the charm. Gets the jump. It's a bit of a tough one. That's probably the most difficult jump like that.
Yeah, that's why I
that's
played Jet.
commonly
I
used.
don't have to.
Yeah, no.
I just drift over.
Oh, that's a good idea. I have to expend a satchel charge because I play Raze, so that's no good. Ryan does get an opening kill though, as he goes forward, getting more. This is more vintage Ryan, at least from today. Here's more. Ryan misses. Oh,
Oh,
no, that's
no.
a bad whiff. That's definitely
And Tyler does get a kill
uncharacteristic.
too, and Delph does too. So now he's lost alive.
Ryan's completely alone and does find one with the
Whoa.
ghost. Oh my god, finds another one. That's a really nice shot. And now it's down to a 1 versus 1, and the spike is planted. Ryan has turned this one around out of nowhere, but has to check both. No! The spam coming through to reveal the position, and Sage goes down at the end. Such a close round at the end, and Ryan, after missing a couple of knives, redeems
redeem
himself
himself,
to the
absolutely.
greatest ability and just secures that round with the 1 versus 3. Beautiful work there from Ryan, and Casuals continuing to show strength on Icebox over here.
Yeah, really impressive game from them. As soon as they got to the attacker side, they were pretty clinical about how they were taking sites. We saw a lot of aggression from both Jet and Raze to get in the face of the defenders on A. So yeah, pretty much nothing they could really improve upon there. I thought they played a great game.